Hello and welcome to Uncommon Drops. My name's True, otherwise known as Matt, and I'm joined by my good friends Cooper and AJ. What's up, y'all?
What's going on, Matt?
Hey, man. What's going on?
We are back with Uncommon Drops. We took a long-ass recess, but we are back, and we're going to change up the format a little bit, but we'll get more into that later. For right now, what we're going to be talking about is this crazy thing that happened this week. I'm sure you saw this, Cooper. I'm about 50% sure you saw this, Cooper. But
yeah.
49.9.
Yeah. Let's put it there, AJ.
But there is some leaked footage of a new Harry Potter RPG
Oh, yeah, I
that
did.
leaked on
I
Monday.
did.
Okay.
I did. Holy shit.
So,
Yeah, of course, it was on Reddit, man. I mean, it leaked on, like three
On
different
Reddit?
sources.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty good. I mean,
all right, so let's set it
how
up
do you
first.
approach it, though?
So, there's a Redditor, his name is Vape This Bro, and apparently, according to this IGN article,
Such a bro.
Vape This Bro went to an event at the mall. He went to something at the mall, and there was a survey group that was showing off the game, and they weren't allowed to bring phones or anything in, but they didn't check them, and they showed this video off and recorded it secretly on his phone. And according to him, they did not have him sign an NDA, so he got home and was like, well, obviously I'm going to upload this, and uploaded it to Reddit, and immediately stuff's getting taken down. Warner Brothers is stopping it everywhere. It took me a few clicks before I was
They're
able to
scrambling.
finally find the footage
They
this
were
far in,
scrambling, head cut off and everything.
because this is unannounced. And so some details have come out. Well, I guess rumors of details have been coming out about the game in particular. It is I'm going to read the description that Vape This Bro uploaded to Reddit. Set in the 19th century, 1800s, Wizarding World, this third-person open-world action RPG centers around your character with unique abilities who has earned a late acceptance to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. You are a newly arrived fifth-year student at Hogwarts that demonstrates a latent gift for magic with a unique ability to track and identify remnants of a potent ancient power. Upon arrival, strange events begin to materialize in the Forbidden Forest, and trouble begins to brew within the castle walls. Together with Professor Elazar Fig, you embark on a journey through both familiar and never-before-seen locations to bring to light the truth behind these mysterious occurrences. On your quest, you will craft potions, master new spells, and discover fantastical beasts. You will battle dark wizards, goblins, and other supernatural enemies, and uncover the truth about your destiny. The fate of the wizarding world lies in your hands. Features: journey to Hogwarts to become one of 8 different wizard types. Experience Hogwarts, make new friends, uncover new secrets, and change the fate of the wizarding world. Experience a new magic system that creates countless possibilities to master magic. Freely explore the wizarding world for the first time. Choose your house, friends at Hogwarts, and decide to pursue a path of good or evil, and create your own witch or wizard and experience all new story separate from the books or the films. Whew. Okay, so that was from his post directly. And as news has started breaking about it, people were speculating because Warner Brothers essentially owns 2 developers that are like in it with some game. Rocksteady, which I don't know if their game was announced. People have rumored it to be a Justice League or a Superman game, I think. And then
Yeah, I think right now that is a rumor, but I was gonna ask, isn't there 2 different Rocksteadies, or is it just one?
I can't remember off the top of my head. I always assumed there was one, but I guess there could be 2.
Because someone did that one Batman Arkham game, but it wasn't like the main Rocksteady. I don't know if it was a different Rocksteady or it was a complete different, developer. But for some reason I just thought it was another Rocksteady, like Rocksteady in their name, but it wasn't the actual.
All right.
I don't know. I could be wrong.
We were discussing the wrong thing. Which of you two is actually a Harry Potter fan?
I'm aware of them. I've seen the movies. I'd
You've
say
seen the movies, but have you read the books?
I read the first 5 pages of the first book.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All
I
right,
feel accomplished.
No, you shouldn't. You need to read the fucking rest of the books.
I think I also read book 2.
All right.
I read book 2 as well.
You what? What kind of animal reads the first 5 pages of the first book and then reads the second book?
I guess it was that bad. Huh?
I was completely
what?
disinterested in it. This was right before it blew up. My teacher gave it to me and was like, "Hey, this is a really good book. You love books. You should read it." I said, "All right." Read the first few pages. I'm like, "This is stupid," and I
Wait,
closed
hold on.
it.
You actually love books?
Yes.
No, I'm asking you. All right, Matt, I demand you read the rest of the fucking books, starting from page 1. of the first book.
I wasn't feeling page 1 though.
No, Matt, you are missing out. Like, I swear to God.
Hey man,
I
if that first
swear
page
to fucking God.
doesn't
you are
grab
missing out.
hold, put it down. That's Matt's rules.
Okay, so
Matt,
I assume
no,
from this conversation,
no,
Cooper,
there
that
are no
you've read the
rules
books.
on this. Yeah, I fucking look. I live the books. I love Harry Potter. It's
Oh,
it's
you're
my second,
like a super
favorite
Potter nerd.
franchise, except for Star Wars. I mean, like literally,
Wow,
Huh.
I love Harry Potter.
I didn't know you loved it that much. That's interesting.
No, I love it. I know. I'm not like a super freak. I mean, like a lot of the like the super nerds. I say that
own a wand?
positively. like I really do. They know a lot
you
more
own a
than I
wand?
do. But I really know a lot. Like
So
I'm the
then-
guy that like
you got a wand, you got a robe and everything.
no, I don't. Unfortunately, I did
Okay.
dress up as Harry Potter for the Harry Potter the seventh
Oh wow.
but the first one, not the second one.
Yeah.
I did dress up as Harry Potter.
Was it
And
Deathly
I pulled it
Hollows
off.
Part 1?
What's that?
Is that what it's called? Was it Deathly Hollows Part 1? Is that what that 2-part?
Yeah. That's the one.
Yeah. Okay.
I think I saw that movie at midnight, and there were wizard duels happening at the front of the theater.
Whew, man, that's
No.
intense.
Wasn't one of those guys. Exactly. So again, not one of those guys, but I do know a lot of trivia. Weirdly.
So then maybe as someone
Okay.
who's more
I'm like-
engrossed into the world, was there anything specifically in the trailer that you saw that you're like, oh wow, that's an interesting callback to the books, or anything that like you're like, whoa, okay, they're doing that kind of thing?
Give us the perspective.
I mean, to be all right. So I'm massively sure that they mentioned the headmaster in the books at some point.
Let's see, where did I see
uh,
that?
Is that
Elazar
like,
Fig?
so? Because this takes place like the beginning of Hogwarts, right? 'Cause this is before even the Fantastic Beast stuff. So is this like the first,
This is
like
like
headmaster?
way before that. This is like way
Okay.
yeah. This is woo. This is a new like timeline. Like, no Voldemort. None of that. None of that's happening. And
Do you think they
I-
will ignore all the future stuff completely, like, or do you think they'll drop little Easter eggs here and there because they feel obligated? Like, oh, this sets up, some shit for Newt or whatever his name is.
I could see an Easter egg or two. I mean, I don't know how big they're gonna be. I really think they're gonna try to like fly with something different. And I don't blame them because I mean, like, how do you compete with? I'm not saying they're trying to compete because obviously they're hand in hand right now. But like, how can you place yourself in the Harry Potter universe
Right.
without being Harry Potter?
You just got to go all the way back to the beginning, set your
Yeah,
do your own
you
thing.
got to go back.
Mhm.
And I don't blame them. And I think it's a good idea. And it
So
looks
I
amazing.
got a real question for Cooper then, since I guess we could all answer this one, but I think this is going to be a very deep thought thing for Cooper. So, like Matt read the description of the game, and of course you can choose your own path, you can choose your own house, all that good stuff. So I gotta know, what house you going with?
Ooh. All right. So we all know Tinder. We all know the dating apps. Half of them all say like, I'm a Slytherin. I'm a Gryffindor. They all say some kind of house. And I shit you not, I'm a Gryffindor purely because I throw myself
Typical.
at random. I know. It sounds basic, right? And that's the way I say it. I'm a basic ass Gryffindor. That's the way I tell people I'm a basic ass Gryffindor. But purely because like I'm military. Like that's the thing I like seek is I really want to put myself between people and like the danger. Like it's a weird thing. It's not good. I'm not saying it's bad either, but I'm saying like that's the thing I want to do, and I'm in the really wrong profession to do that.
So I don't ever hear a lot of people say, I rock with Hufflepuff. Why is that? What's up with Hufflepuff?
Hufflepuff. All right,
Aren't they the
I've
softies?
learned this.
Is that
No,
what that is?
they are not. They are not the
Huh?
softies. Again, all right. So again, because I've been asked this question so much, I've actually done so much research on to Hufflepuffs. They're not the softy. They're like class quote is let's be
Jesus
nice or
Christ,
something like that.
you know class quotes. Holy shit.
No, it's not a class. It's not a class. It's like their
Coat of
the
arms.
house quote is like do what whatever it ends in nice. So like we will be nice or something like that. It's not them being like, all right, they could fit in any other house. They really could, but they're like
The patient Hufflepuffs are true. Or no, those patient Hufflepuffs are true and unafraid of toil.
all right, what's the quote?
Isn't that what it is? I don't know.
No. What is the house like motto?
You might belong in Hufflepuff
Look at
when
that.
they are just and loyal. Those patient Hufflepuffs are true and unafraid
Now,
of toil.
that is not the motto. There are 4 mottos.
Okay.
It's like a tagline.
Now I'm really confused.
Look up Hufflepuff motto.
I did. That's what it says. I'm on
No,
HarryPotterCrazies.com, and there's a picture of Hufflepuff, and that's what it says underneath.
I wish it was on my computer right now. No, I'm telling you
I
right
mean,
now,
it's
that is not the motto.
HarryPotterCraze.com. I mean, I doubt they're getting it wrong.
No, I guarantee that's not
Well,
the
look,
house
what-
motto.
While Cooper's looking that up, look, I'm gonna jump back to the game real quick because I'm like Matt, where I'm not a reader, but I've watched all the movies and I enjoy the movies and I like the world and I like kind of how it was visually represented in the movie. So seeing the gameplay, I was like, damn, like this looks pretty good. It evokes that feeling, especially hearing the theme song blaring in that video.
Yeah,
Like
that was
it gives
nice.
you that little feeling that you're getting watch Harry Potter on some fantasy adventure, and the game looks good, like graphically, and I couldn't really tell like how the mechanics work with the magic. It almost looked like it was like a Arkham, like Batman Arkham style of fighting, because like he kind of shot one dude and like snapped back, shot another guy. So that'd be cool if they had like that counter system in there. You can kind of be quick and fancy with the spells, but I mean, it looks good, man. Character creation, I mean, I feel like every game at this point should have character creation, so that was cool. Make your own wizard, bring him to life, and then the choice or the option to go down either path, good and evil, is really dope. I'll definitely probably go evil just because they have the cooler spells.
So, and then
At
that was
least
something I wanted
that's
to
the way
ask
it looked in the
Cooper.
movies.
I can't remember. Does Voldemort create the curses, or do those exist before him?
No, those definitely existed before him. He
Okay.
was the one that kind of like made them
He opened Pandora's box or something.
KT. Yeah, exactly. Like they were there. They were there
Okay.
before him. I'm still looking up this motto, by the way.
And the only thing I'm seeing is those patient Hufflepuffs are true and
I
unafraid of
see.
toil.
I see what you're saying, and I swear to God, I'm pissed off because that's not true. I don't know. Hufflepuff value hard work. All right, that's not the same. That's like what that's their thing, but that's not the same. All right. What's the next question? Because I need you guys to talk about something else while I
I got a question.
prove you wrong.
Because I really like games that I can play with the group. What are the chances of this game having co-op? Because I feel like this is literally the
Very little.
perfect like
No,
setup
No
to have
way.
co-op. Yeah, bro,
No.
it is. How is it not?
there's no way, man. This is an RPG where you go against it's like Witcher.
Yeah, you can still do
I
co-op. I
guess
mean,
they
you
have
can have like a
multiplayer in
separate
Witcher.
mode. You could bring, you could bring your character into a mode, or you can kind of do missions together, or something. You could figure out a way to do it. But I think it'd be dope because like you guys are all going to Hogwarts. You're like, oh, you're with this house. You're still cool, and you guys are doing missions. Maybe depending on your house, you bring certain attributes, to the table. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's the perfect like. It has the potential to make like some cool co-op.
No,
play.
I agree.
Don't get me wrong, because I mean, like this is like this is the game that where you're the Harry to the Ron or the Ron to the Harry, whatever the case is. Like
Right.
it could happen, but I'm feeling just from the videos that it might be more of you're like the original games. I'm pretty sure you couldn't. There was no multiplayer there. Like you're just kind of like the guy.
Yeah, but I guess those games were kind of bound to the films, though. So they didn't really have the flexibility like this game does. And there was a Quidditch game. That was multiplayer, technically. And that game was dope. That Quidditch game was game.
Yeah,
I used to play that a lot.
I won't lie, that was.
So I hope they do. Okay, here we go. Cooper testing your knowledge here. Was Quidditch around during this time period, and will we see it in this game?
Say it one more time.
Was Quidditch
I'm
around
still looking up this
in the
goddamn
time period
thing.
of was Quidditch around in the time period of this game, or did that come like later on or something?
Which
So I'd like
one?
to see that in the game. Like the game of Quidditch, like the actual game in the Harry Potter universe.
Yeah,
like,
Quidditch,
in this
Quidditch
new
has
game.
been around for like years. Like, I mean, like
Oh, okay.
years. I mean, like, yeah, it could potentially be in this game, but I mean, I have no idea if it's gonna be in the game. But I mean, yeah, in the time period wise, yeah, it's definitely a potential.
I feel like if they're doing an
Maybe
action
it's like
RPG in that universe,
Baseball.
it has to be in there.
Right.
I mean, the fact that they didn't show it off though makes me wonder. It really does. And the fact that you're like,
Good point.
well, like the description is like you're like 15 or 16 years old and you're discovered. Like, I really don't think it is.
Think we'll go right into
I
action.
really don't think it is. I mean, yeah, I really think it's gonna go straight into magic and like discovering your own spells and stuff like that. I don't think it can go into. I wish it would, believe me, because I fucking love Quidditch, but I think it will. It can't afford it.
Okay.
There's way too much going on. If you look at
Right.
the trailer, like there's way too much going on, and they don't show Quidditch. Like that's the thing, there's no way.
Well, I guess the way I was looking at it was like, look at like Red Dead Redemption 2 and games like that, where the world's so detailed and massive that there's mini games that kind of fit in that era.
Oh,
Like, you
this
can
is
go
not
play.
going to be that kind of world.
You know
don't-
what I mean.
I
I'm
don't
sure
think it's going to
they
be
might
that
have-
kind of world.
It won't be that.
I think it's gonna be
detailed,
on
but I
rails.
expect them to have some main staples. Oh,
I
you think it's an
gonna be
on
on
rails
rails.
game?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they call it an RPG, but there's no way. I think it has to be on rails.
It says freely explore the wizarding world, and I know that we're getting into like semantics with with this quote, but freely explore leans me towards more of the exploration part.
Sandbox.
I see what you're saying. I
don't
can
think
definitely
it's
see
gonna
that
be
happening.
sandbags.
I would be very disappointed if it went that route. I feel like this has to be at least mildly open world if they're going to be having you make your own character.
Yeah, but I mean, like, all right, look at that. Like the other Harry Potter games, like they were technically sandbox because you could go anywhere, but you had to go to like certain places to like achieve certain things. It's not like The Witcher. Like you could go anywhere, but you had to do certain things to be to progress the story. So it's on rails.
Well, I'm gonna trust that they were inspired by games like The Witcher, because it looks like a lot of games are. You look at all these new games that are coming out, like Red Dead 2 and let's see, Assassin's Creed
You're right.
Odyssey. That apparently that even has a lot of same with Origins. It had a lot of inspiration from The Witcher. So maybe they were like, hey, let's try to implement, because like these games got rave reviews, everyone likes them. Let's try to at least have some similarities and side quests and exploration and the sandbox nature of like a true open world and not a fake open world or semi-open world, whatever. I will say one thing: the physics look nice in that game. Like, I don't know what the small, dwarf goblins are called, but when he blew that door open and that guy flew back and got stabbed against the pillar, and I was like, damn, like that's some impressive tech they're showing off there.
Don't get me wrong. The game looks fucking amazing. Like, I swear to God, I will play it on whatever system it gets released on. I will play it because I've always wanted a Harry Potter game. Like, the other Harry Potter games were fun, but, I mean, they left something to be desired.
Yeah.
Whether danger or the spells, I don't know what it is, but there was something that, I don't know, I missed. And I'm still looking up what it is to be a Hufflepuff.
That's a tough
Because I
question,
can't
man.
find it.
All right, so
Cooper might be
What?
misremembering.
I feel like that. I think maybe you're remembering a quote from the game, and maybe that went into your head of what it
No,
was supposed to
I
be.
swear to God, I read an article about this
All right, well,
like a week ago.
I guess keep looking
But
then.
apparently, this article. Yeah, I know. I will. All right. Well,
Looking
Well, it
at
does say
looking at the
third-person
game,
open world action RPG in the description this guy put out. So I guess we'll see.
That's what I'm talking.
I could see it leaning towards Cooper's direction, where it's like, hey, it's open worldy, but you're kind of limited to like this section's only
You
in
can just walk
Hogwarts,
around.
or this section's only
really
in
think
the
I think it has
Ministry.
to be that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hope that's not the case. But
I,
Yeah, man,
I
I mean,
would
looks good.
love it's not the case, but I mean, how many places can they go? It's not like The Witcher where they create the country. It's Hogwarts. Like you have like so many places you can go.
right.
They have to like steer it. If I have to guess,
Okay. Yeah, so many options of potential for a Harry Potter game. Like that's
don't get me wrong.
Pretty
I
interesting.
mean, if they give me like open, like if I can go anywhere in Hogwarts, oh yeah, I'm going. I'm gonna visit like Moaning Myrtle like right away. And just be like, bitch,
Morning World.
you are the worst fucking character in this goddamn game. Scream this at her.
Wouldn't that
as-
just
as
make her
hard
like
as I
follow
can.
you though? I can't remember.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. If she does, I'll find some spell that fucking dismisses her because, you know, magic.
Matt, did they
Fuck
mention the age of your character?
Moaning
'Cause
Myrtle.
I thought Cooper mentioned an age, but in that description, did they mention an age of your character?
5th year, so I think Cooper said 15, which I assume would put them around that age.
Is that 5th year?
No,
Okay.
5th year. All right, so you're in first year at 11. So 5th year is,
Like
yeah,
16.
15, 16.
Okay. Okay.
So the company
Well,
that
what about Okay.
go ahead, finish your thought, and then I'll move on to the next part.
Well, yeah, this is a little bit off topic because I was gonna talk about like when do we think this is coming out? I know this is just some like survey thing at the mall, but judging by just looking at it, do we think it's like a 2020 thing or a 2019 thing?
I don't think it's 2019.
Oh,
Okay.
not even. No, I don't think so either. No, wait, did you say it was 2019?
I don't think it's 2019.
I was
think
asking.
it's 2020.
Yeah,
2020. Okay.
Definitely.
I feel
No,
like
this is a
like-
leak.
Come out in the new consoles.
I could see that.
Yeah, definitely. This
Yeah,
is
okay.
definitely something that's pushed towards. Did you see the fucking footage of it? Yeah. It's
Yeah, I know.
definitely- It's definitely something that's on a new console. And I guarantee they push VR for it. And I don't blame them.
That would be a shock.
I could see it being
I'd
like
actually be surprised.
like Hellblade, where they release it normal, but then at a later point maybe patch in VR support or have a VR version of the game.
I think they have a VR like version at the front.
That's interesting.
You can buy both. No, I think they
Well-
have like how you can choose like story mode, adventure mode or some bullshit like that. I bet they have a VR mode. Like we are approaching the actual acceptance of VR. I think at this point, like people are gonna like start trying to build it into their games, and I think this game is going to be the game that potentially launches it. Just looking at the trailer, I think it might happen. I think, and I really am praying because I really want this game to be VR.
If this game has VR, then they'd better have Quidditch, or else that's an automatic uninstall.
No, how do you? No, that's why I think they don't have Quidditch. That's why
What do you
I think
mean?
they don't have Quidditch
That's-
because how do
Quidditch
you
is the
make
perfect
Quidditch
game for
VR? You
Because then I can
can't.
look down, I'd be like, oh man, I'm really high.
Oh,
And it just
that'd be
gives it this
amazing.
extra,
I get your point, AJ, but like that's the point. Like, how do you have Quidditch in like VR? You can't.
You can't.
It's too much, and that's
You can
why
do
that no. Yes, you can, but you have to spend $100 billion to make it happen. So that's why I'm saying the fact.
Well, yeah,
that
Warner Brothers backing them, so I guess they might be
that
alright.
is the only reason why I'm saying this potentially could be a VR game is because I don't think Quidditch is going to be in the game. That I swear to God, that is my literal only like. That's my I don't know threshold. That's my thing. That's the thing I'm grabbing onto, and I believe because they don't have Quidditch, because it's a Harry Potter game, they should have Quidditch. They don't have Quidditch, so I think it's going to be a VR accessible game.
We'll have to see.
I bet it won't have VR at launch. They won't have VR at launch, I guarantee you.
All right.
And if it does, it's going to be like one of those experience things. Like, PlayStation when PSVR came out, it's like, oh, we're adding a fishing experience, VR experience to Final Fantasy 15. It'll be something like that.
Final Fantasy 15 had the sit next to Cindy. Yeah, Sid.
Sid, yeah.
Like you could look at Sid in the car in VR. I remember a lot of gifs at the time of people looking at her very closely, observing all the detail.
I can understand why. There's a lot of detail to be observed there. Yep. Nice, fashionable character. I would agree.
All right, so let's move into talking about Avalanche Software, which is the company that seems like it's the front runner for who's developing this. So, according to this IGN article, Rocksteady, they're working on whatever their game is, but it's not Harry Potter. Avalanche Software is the other company that got picked up by WB in 2017. They were looking for job postings for people with a deep understanding of British culture and grammatical presentation, along with solid knowledge of gaming narrative, specifically in the realms of RPGs. So
sounds about right.
It seems like Avalanche Software is probably the company that's doing this. And I'm just going to go over some of their, games over the last, let's say, 15 years. Let's see. 2002, they released Rugrats Royal Ransom. In 2003, they released Tak and the Power of Juju.
Oh, forgot about that.
2005, Dragon Ball Z Sagas. I think I played that one. A bunch of Disney games. Chicken Little, Disney Chicken Little again. Meet the Robinsons, Bolt, Toy Story 3 the game, Cars 2. In 2006, they released a game called 25 to Life, which seems really out of place with the rest of the games on here.
They got so tired of Disney stuff. Like, all right, we're doing this.
No, this is my thing with Disney. Disney does this. Well, they take... Oh, sorry.
25 to Life is a third-person shooter released in 2006 for Windows, PS2, and Xbox. Developed by Avalanche, published by Eidos. Set in a modern environment, the game allows the player to play as both a cop and a gangster at different times. And a cop and robber style game.
It hurts my brain.
Online multiplayer, 16 players. I'll read the first paragraph of the plot.
Interesting.
The game is about a man named Freeze, his friend Sean Calderon, and a police officer, Officer Williams. The game features 3 playable protagonists during single-player campaign in the game. Freeze commits crime with Sean to get money, which he promptly spends for his family, while Officer Williams is trying to stop at all costs the organized crime and felony across the city. 25 to Life.
Fuck. Wow. If you look at their fucking webpage, it, doesn't make sense.
Avalanche? Why they would make a game like that?
These guys are in, AvalancheSoftware.com, right?
Yeah.
Am I
yes.
looking at the right page?
Yes.
How are they in charge of?
So, and that's what I was getting to. I kind of...
Cooper's having some... He's getting a little scared here.
I was kind of playing around with you guys. Because the big thing that this company is known for now is they were the company behind Disney Infinity, which is a very popular game. And from everything I saw, was actually a really interesting looking game. So people seem to like Disney Infinity. So that's the main thing that they were working on. They worked on Disney Infinity 1, 2, and 3.
Literally biting my nails right now.
And then Cooper, you're gonna love this part. Their last game they released in 2017 was Cars 3: Driven to Win. a companion piece to the Cars 3 movie.
Wait,
he's holding an Xbox controller. It's not even like it's a PlayStation.
Oh, yep, WB Games. Oh boy.
Well, WB, I think, has the rights to Harry Potter, so. Cars 3 Driven to Win has these game modes. Has Race, Battle Race, which is racing but with weapons.
Who gives a fuck?
Takedown as many cars as possible. Stunt Showcase, put on a show by performing tricks. Best lap challenge, try and get the best lap time around a given course. And Playground, a sandbox mode that allows players to go racing. This part will surprise you. Cars 3 Driven to Win received mixed or average reviews from critics, with a Metacritic score of 71.
No wonder.
IGN España said Cars 3 Driven to Win is a fun game to play with our children using a Mario Kart-style control, but simplifying it rightly. A good amount of hours to play to unlock all its content, make the purchase worthwhile if you have children fans of the Pixar film. IGN gave it a 7.3, and Nintendo Life gave it a 5.7. So
I'm so confused now.
It would seem like
Avalanche. Fuck. All right, the animation, amazing. I'll give him that. At this point, can't not give him that because the trailer was fucking awesome and gameplay might work out.
No, and I just thought it was funny that when I
Oh my
looked to go
God.
see what
I
the
swear
company
to
has done,
God.
it was essentially all these Disney games. They can, I mean, what did I say?
All right, Disney must be funneling massive amount of money into them.
well,
That's the only way this works.
well, Avalanche was purchased by Disney, and then they cut Avalanche,
The cut
And-
ties.
and after they closed down Disney Interactive Studios, which happened in 2017.
Oh.
So they got picked up by Warner
Why?
Brothers, and I'm assuming that the Cars 3 Driven to Win came out probably right after that happened, June. So they were probably finishing up development of that when they got cut, and then just pushed it out. Yep, published by Warner Brothers. So Warner Brothers probably just had them finish that, and then they went on to work it on.
Why
So
did they choose Avalanche?
I think there's,
Oh,
I mean,
because of the other Disney
I mean,
on it.
people seem to like Disney Infinity. I never played it just because I wasn't into the Toys to Life type stuff. But people seem to like Disney Infinity. I think Disney was just trying to cut money from everything it could so that it could funnel as much money as it could into like its movies, which I'm okay with. But at the same time, that like cut like all of their video game divisions. And I assume Avalanche has been there
I
for a while.
literally have no idea what Disney Infinity is.
So Disney Infinity is a Toys to Life game, much like Spyro Skylanders, in which you purchase toys, you put it on a disc, and then it uploads those characters into the game. And the way I think Disney Infinity is structured, it's kind of like an
I know the
MMO.
Spyro thing. Why would you do that?
Do what?
I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, do what?
Why would you actually?
What part are you confused about? Because
No, I'm saying like I'm confused that like why would you? I guess it's like buying into a card game, but like what? You're buying characters. Like why would you buy characters?
it's like you said, it's like collecting cards.
I'm
Almost.
sure. Right.
And then you could bring your
kids dig it. It's like, oh, this action figure. I'm gonna bring it over here and to my friend's house, or I can put it on my, my little
but it depends
bookshelf.
on like the
that kind
power
of stuff.
level, right? I mean, like I play card games. I guess my thing. Like, but why would you? Like, it depends on like the.
All right, imagine you had to go to the
How many
store,
did they have?
and at the store they had Medusa costumes, like as physical toys. And you buy that, you can take it home, put it on the thing, and you play as that Medusa skin in the game. Who wouldn't do that?
All right, good point.
And so, I mean, like these are really popular with kids, is the thing, and I could see why. I mean, it's like they're essentially memory cards
So
from
in
like,
other
when we were
words, it has
growing
to
up.
be popular with the parents
Fancy.
because kids can't buy shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's Disney licensed stuff, so I mean, it was pretty popular at the time. They cut it and it's canceled and doesn't exist anymore as a thing, but people seem to enjoy it. I mean, Skylanders, I feel like still's probably doing pretty well. I see that
Is
stuff all the time.
Skylander still a thing?
I think I think with the rise of Fortnite, I think those kind of games are starting to fall to the wayside.
Fortnite has taken over.
Fortnite's taken
Thank
over like
God.
everything.
Thank God. It doesn't make sense to have to buy a physical like thing to be able to access a digital thing. I hated that idea
That's
from
like
the beginning.
Amiibos, right?
Yeah, but that was back in like what was that, like 2002?
Have you seen that new game coming out, Cooper? I think it's called Starlink, where you can buy like spaceships. You can put those in.
I
the
hate
game.
it.
You can buy the
I hate it.
R-Wing and play as the R-Wing.
I hate it. I hate any idea where you have to buy a physical thing to access a digital thing. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Disney Infinity started in 2013, and it looks like it closed in 2007? 2016 was the
Figured
last
around
set.
Fuck on this podcast.
Unlimited
Did I already
vouchers.
cross that?
Okay, so yeah, and that's fine. I think we've had a pretty good discussion. I'm
Fuck.
just curious, AJ,
Fuck.
what's your house?
Fuck.
Man,
Oh shit, we're back.
I'm not really sure. Because to be honest, I don't know what
AJ,
all
you're a
of them
Gryffindor.
mean.
Don't
Is
even
that-
mess around.
I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. Like
What do you mean you don't
Huffle-
know? You're a Gryffindor.
Hufflepuff seems kind of unknown. You know what I mean? Like no one knows what they do. Even Cooper was trying to figure that out. You can find it. Like
No,
maybe
fuck. I still
Who's that?
have
Okay.
you.
Who's the most hardcore? Like I know Slytherin usually gets the bad rap for like the evil shit. Like, are they actually kind of like the bad kids club? You know what I mean? Like, who's like the house that's like me?
I will tell you now. All right, I know what it is. I will do what is ambitious. I know for a fact ambitious plays like that's what that's the key word.
Okay. Well, back to your question, man. I don't know what house I would be, man, because I don't really know what each house represents. But whichever house is like, hey, don't fuck with me, and they don't fuck around, I'd be that house.
So essentially, Ravenclaw is the smart kids, Hufflepuff is the hard workers, Gryffindor is the daring do, and then Slytherin are the cunning. I guess it's the way to do those, and like it's pure.
It's the ambitious.
That's yeah. And okay, so I'm sorry, I misphrased that. Let me just read
Okay.
what I'm getting from Harry Potter's Crazies for Slytherin's motto, much like I found the Hufflepuff motto earlier. Or perhaps in Slytherin, you'll make your real friends. Those cunning folk use any means to achieve their ends.
Interesting.
I think these mottos actually came from the Sorting House. So they might not actually be the mottos, but that's what it says on this website. So
Okay.
that's what I'm going with.
Yeah, give me this is Hufflepuff's hard workers. And Gryffindor is just kind of like they do daring stuff. You said.
Gryffindor values courage, bravery, nerve, and chivalry. Slytherin values ambition, cunning, leadership, and resourcefulness. Ravenclaw values intelligence, creativity, learning, and wit. And Hufflepuff values hard work, patience, justice, and loyalty.
Hey, give me Slytherin.
Okay. And I would be
So I'm gonna
Ravenclaw because they're smart, and I like to be smart. Also, they have a raven. That's the coolest of the 4 animals.
All right, can we guess what the other 3 would be?
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
Oh, man.
That would be a lot of fun.
Chris is Raven automatically.
Yeah, I think Chris
Well,
is
no, take it
definitely
back. He could be
Raven.
Huffle. He could be Hufflepuff too.
No,
He's a hard worker and he's loyal.
He could be Huffle.
Yeah,
I actually
would
think
fit
he
that
would
too.
be Huffle.
All right,
Yeah.
Chris is Hufflepuff.
Because he's very nice, he's genuine, he's loyal. Yeah, Chris Hufflepuff. Let's go with that.
All right, Mark. Let's look at Mark because that would be my favorite person. All right, actually, no. Let's approach him last. Rich. What is Rich?
Rich.
I think he's another Gryffindor because of his dad.
I could see Gryffindor.
You guys have been.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see
his
that. I
dad
can see
is like
Gryffindor.
fucking
Yeah.
the most badass guy. I mean, I have to imagine he would like literally throw himself in front of anyone. I have to
Yeah,
imagine.
I could see
Gryffindor for
Richie and
I
Gryffindor.
think I agree with that.
Yeah, he'd be Griff. All right, Mark. Now, where's Mark? I don't know if he's in Slytherin. He's definitely not in Hufflepuff.
I feel like he's either a Gryffindor or Slytherin. One of those.
I think he might be in Slytherin.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, Slytherin for Mark.
But I mean, all right. Is he ambitious? Like, does he want to progress in the ranks? That's the key thing.
I feel like Mark's just chill. So like, I couldn't see him as Slytherin.
Mm.
Is he gonna throw himself in front of you?
Fuck no.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he uses my name as an alias when he goes out clubbing.
All right, so he's a Muggle. We've all decided.
No, I could see Mark in either Ravenclaw or Hufflepuff. Those are the 2 I was looking at.
Ravenclaw.
All right. I mean, all right. If he's not gonna throw himself in front of you, he's probably not the most nice guy. So it has to be Ravenclaw.
I could see that.
All right.
Ravenclaw, Mark.
Is he smart?
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen him do a lot of really smart things. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I've seen him make a lot of good plays. I really have. But like, is he like deadly smart?
I think you're underestimating Mark.
Oh,
He's pretty
not.
smart.
I mean, again, I just don't know him as well as you guys do. Like I've seen him make some seriously smart plays.
Have you seen
So
the calculations he does when he has a sniper in his hands? Like, it's insane how accurate he could be. I forgot what game. I assume one of the Battlefield games. One of the ones that had like the drop distance. I could see him Ravenclaw.
all right, Ravenclaw.
There it is.
So we have AJ. What'd you say you were?
Looking at these, like if I had to pick one for the game, it'd definitely be Slytherin. But if I had to pick one that aligns with me,
Yeah,
it's probably
pick
it'd
one that
probably
aligns
be,
with you.
It'd be between Ravenclaw and Slytherin. Because I'm not gonna Gryffindor. I'm not gonna throw myself in front of people.
No,
Hufflepuff. I mean, like, I'm hardworking sometimes. I don't have a lot of patience unless it's necessary. I do
Wow,
have
I
justice.
think you're Slytherin, man.
Something between Ravenclaw and Slytherin. Between those 2. And I'm reading the little Wikipedia on it now to kind of see what it says here.
What is the fucking code words? What are they? Because I can't find them.
Like to get in.
No, there is a specific I will be brave. It's not that though. I will be brave. I will be.
Are those chants?
No, it's like a 4-word like motto. I know brave is Gryffindor. The fact that I call myself a Harry Potter aficionado is kind of embarrassing now at this point because
The Hogwarts school song
Early.
has that "Teach us something, please. Whether we be old and bald or young with scabby knees, our heads could do with filling." I have no idea what you're talking about. I feel like I've gone on 4 different wikias and I have not found anything on it. Hufflepuff. All right. Well, I don't think we're ever gonna find this. Thank you for.
we will, but
Okay.
we'll do it next time.
Cooper will like tweet
Is
it
there
out
a
or
house
something.
that has a mixture of different ones?
I feel like that's Hufflepuff. I
You
think
know what I mean? Like, let's say like you throw that hat on, they're like, shit. You kind of can go into 2 different ones because you're so in between 2. You know what I mean?
I think that's Hufflepuff because I think for Gryffindor and Slytherin, those main qualities have to be really out there, like the bravery versus the ambition. Like that has to be there to get into those houses. And I feel like Hufflepuff, it's, I mean, not easier to get into, but if you don't have those as displayed, then you wouldn't make it into those houses. Is the way I think of it.
Okay.
You have to remember, I've only watched the movie, so that's what I'm getting from the movie.
I don't know if you knew this, but well, you probably saw it by now. Their animal's the badger, which is fucking tight.
Hufflepuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely have the semi-coolest animal.
That's the Raven. That's
And-
obviously the coolest one.
Yeah.
Is it
Wait.
though?
Well, what'd you say? The Raven?
Yes.
I don't think
The
so.
Griffin. It's obviously the Griffin.
No, it's the Raven, obviously.
Wait, Matt, are
It's
you
the
arguing that the
Griffin!
Raven is cooler than the Griffin?
Yes, the Raven has a poem about it.
I'm gonna have to
Get the
disagree with you
fuck, it's a
objectively.
Griffin.
The Griffin is way cooler than a Raven. Let's be honest. If you
Ah.
put a Raven and a Griffin in front of a kid, they're gonna choose the Griffin now.
Not me. I would pick the Raven. I like Ravens. Ravens are cool.
Yeah. Not
Why
if
aren't you a
were
Ravens
fucking 11 years old. Like,
So then why are you a Ravens?
Because I'm a Raiders fan.
So you don't like Ravens as much as you thought? Okay.
no.
If I had to choose
Nice,
between
AJ.
Pirates or Ravens, Pirates are cooler. Plus, look at the colors. Silver and black.
Is that what their colors are? Silver and black?
Raiders are silver and black.
Oh, this thing.
All right.
Oh, I thought you were
Fucking
talking
game
about Ravenclaw.
of goddamn. Let's play another game. Let's play a game. Let's play a game.
All right.
Real quick, around the table. Cooper, you would say that you're hyped and optimistic for this new Harry Potter game?
But yeah, I'm fucking massively hyped. I mean, it depends on how they take it, but yes, massively hyped.
How about you, Matt?
This is probably the most excited I've been about an open world game since Witcher 3.
Jeez. All right. Wow.
Wow.
Okay. That's insanely hyped.
I like
yeah,
that.
that's pretty
Look,
hype, bro.
And this is why I don't know if I could ever read the books. I don't like Harry Potter as a character, but that world that he lives in is so fascinating.
Either. Holy shit. dude. Read the fucking books.
All right, well, that is something we'll have to discuss a different
Both
time.
of you. Oh my god, you guys are denying yourself fucking enjoyment. Like,
Hey, yo,
read the books.
real quick. I'm not as hyped as Matt about this game. I am
don't give
hyped,
a
but
fuck if you're
not
hyped,
not
Matt.
nearly
Read
that
the
hyped.
fucking books. All right, sorry.
I will never read the books. Tell you that right now. They're too long. I don't even like reading.
Why? All right, listen to the books then. They are on
I
audio.
might do that.
I can
I might do
send
that.
them to you.
All right. Yeah, if you want to do that, I'll take it.
I have to finish a
Read-
series
Yeah,
of
good voice
unfortunate
actors.
events before I can read Harry Potter.
Listen, read. No. The movies are good. Don't get me wrong. I like them. The books are like Lord of the Rings better. I mean, like
In
why do you
comparison
think
to the
they have
movies.
a fan base like so loyal. It's not because of the movies. The movies are
There's
okay.
a bunch of fangirls.
No, it's not a bunch of fangirls. I swear to God, it's like it has nothing to do with the fact that they're like decent movies.
Are they
Like,
attracted
they
to
are-
some of the
Why do you
main
think
characters?
they made movies about them? Like,
What,
like,
about the Harry-
name
what?
a book that wasn't decent that they made a movie about. Struggling a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
telling you now.
the book has to be good to be able to make a movie.
The
from.
book is better.
to some
There's
extent.
only one series that I could argue the movies are better, and that's Lord of the Rings. Like
It's just more
because
digestible, right?
yeah, it's a little easier to like, swallow.
Mm-hmm.
Not Harry Potter. Harry Potter, fucking amazing. All of it. All of it. Need to read Harry Potter. No argument. No, there's nothing you could say that would convince me otherwise.
I will add
Alright,
it to my
fair enough.
book list. I will put it right above Game of Thrones and right below The Invisible
the fact
Children.
that you
Is that what it's called?
haven't read Game of Thrones is, my personal disappointment with you.
It's on my
Matt.
phone. I just got to read it one.
Wow.
Well, I haven't read Game of Thrones either, but I
Do
watched
you
all-
like
all the
fantasy
seasons.
books, dude?
Do I? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. I've read a lot of magic books as a kid.
Matt only reads nonfiction.
And Magic the Gathering, apparently.
Dude,
I don't know, man. That
I'd also
first
recommend
chapter
you
was
to-
kind of
to watch Game of Thrones.
and I kind of burned out on it.
I recommend watching Game of Thrones as well. The show is really good.
yeah,
It's on my
it's
list.
amazing. But it's so much better in the books. What is wrong with you
Also-
people?
Also, that guy's never going to finish the books, so I mean, why read it?
Why?
If
Did
he was
you
never going to
die?
conclude? Those books will not be finished.
No, they won't be finished. Who gives a fuck if they won't be finished? I mean, I have accepted the fact that J.R.R. Martin is a fat piece of shit that will not finish the series that he created because it's sad. But it really is so sad that he won't finish it. But it's amazing up till then. It really is. Like everything he does. And it's so sad. Like I'm
It's more
literally
brutal,
about to
right, in
cry.
the books.
I'm so about to cry, but the fact that he just doesn't fucking just
All
like
right, we're going to play
eat
some games, though, you guys. We are way
Ah,
off topic
release
of
the
Harry
fifth
Potter.
book.
We're going to play some games.
All right,
Yeah,
check out the
but-
description below
Great,
for
amazing.
information where you can find us at. I'm sure we'll be back again sometime. Finish this conversation, I assume, or talk about other things. I wish my music was working, but it is not. Thank you for listening to Uncommon Drops,
Thanks for tuning in, people.
and we'll chat later.
Yeah. Thanks for listening to me.